Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa. In this video, I'm here to talk about fragrances that I believe are so good, always so good to me, I had to buy them twice. Do I ever have to buy anything twice considering the size of my collection, and how much I love a lot of them? But I found a need to buy some of these fragrances twice just because I love them, and I couldn't just resist. But before I start this video, let me reintroduce to you Irresistible Me. It is a wig brand. They deal in affordable, natural, synthetic hair, fiber, everything you can think of, all ranges, all manner of designs, short hair, long hair, medium range, everything you can think of. And it cuts across, price points that everybody, can at least afford something from. I love the brand. And tell me why they sent me this wig. This wig is not new. It is not new. They sent me the same wig like 2 months ago. And if you have watched a bit of my videos, from that time, about 2 months ago, I will try and link some of those videos. You could find out that those in the video, the wig were quite longer, about an inch or two longer than this. This is the package that it comes in. I just wanted to show you the luxury that you are, getting for a very affordable price. Mine has been like 2 months, so yeah, excuse the oil and everything on it, Yeah, but it's a very versatile sort of, wig that I had this like 2 months ago. It was a bit like an inch or two, longer. And I wore it for a while and decided to, just revamp it. Not that I needed to revamp it, because the wig is good. It is natural hair and it is very, versatile. I cut it. If you can remember from that video, you remember it was a bit longer. I cut it to this length and I absolutely love it. It still gives me a very, sexy vixen sort of look. But you know what? I wear this wig to church. It's been my church wig for the last like 2 months, When I'm in doubt, I just reach out for this. It is simple. It is like easy grab. Just put it on like a hat or a cap, and you are good to go. I like the way that I style this, it is quite like long that I just was like, okay, I'm a bit over the longer length. I wanted something shorter and I didn't have to buy a new one. I didn't have to buy a new one at all. So when Irresistible reached out to me the second time for us to collaborate, I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. And let me tell you, for the first time, I appreciate this brand so much. Not only are they affordable, and they cater to all range, they are the first brand I have worked with that had decided to give me something like a monetary, return. That is like new to me. I've always received things like for free, but Irresistible Me is the brand I'm working with that has offered to, give me something like money or has paid me money for the first time. I really appreciate that. It doesn't matter how much it is, how little it is. I really appreciate that, because he who has little and gives is the one who's going to give you more when they have. And that is like my my mantra. I am a small growing brand, and so is Irresistible Me. So a small sort of brand supporting a smaller brand, Ajwa Lost Fragrances. I really appreciate that. So I have a discount code with them. I am -Ajwa for 10% off. I had it when they first sent this to me, but I still have it with them. It is still live, that and active that you can use. I am Ajwa. I will link all the details in the description. Please do check them out. I really appreciate Irresistible Me for supporting me, because I love wigs, aside the fragrances that I showcase all the time. I love wigs. I love, lingerie. I have something coming on lingerie very soon, braziers and, those, little things, sexy vibes, and I love how I've paired this outfit with this wig, although it is like church wig for me now. Forgive me, Lord, but I'm trying to be a little sexy today with my outfit and the hair that I have, cut and revamped. I really love this. So please do check Irresistible Me. They are very visible on Instagram. They are very visible on social media. Check out their plethora of range, of not fragrances, but wigs that they have. Affordable, versatile. It lasts you like a long time. It's been over 2 months and this is still holding very up, beautifully. So that is going to be it for Irresistible Me. Please do check them out. So let's get to the business of the day. the fragrances that to me were so good, so good. I found the need to buy them twice. Tell me why I have two of these. Modex though. Tell me why, or ask me why I have two of these. I initially got this bottle. You can see the dent in this. And I remember when Modex Dough was launched, you know, it was not readily available everywhere. And if you would find it, it was like, you know, paying an arm and a leg for it. It was super expensive, like 4, 5, 6 years ago when it was like new, and I couldn't afford it, you know. So when I found this, you know, for like $20, you know, I just grabbed it, instantly fell in love with it, and then decided to get a backup in the form of this that I have, you know, decided to just spray a little out just for it to macerate as it awaits me finishing this original bottle. This is so good, you know, and I really got the two bottles. One, because the fragrance is good, and two, because the current price of Modex Dough, you cannot beat it. You can't, you know, there's nothing that is going to beat the price that you are getting some of these fragrances, you know, for. So I had to buy them twice, you know, as a backup for this that I think, I'm not in a hurry to utilize it, you know, but I think if I really, you know, really spray like I normally spray, I'm going to go through this like in like 3 or 4 ways, you know. So here's the need for me to have a backup of this, and I love this. The next fragrance I have, I've bought this twice, and I actually have like a third backup bottle. Is going to be Eternal Mask from Paris Corner. This I originally bought like a year ago, or a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, you know, when my channel was quite new. I instantly fell in love. I think I was the first person to even speak about this, you know, when it was like launched. Nobody was speaking about it. I chanced upon it, you know, in a friend's shop, tells Perfumes GH, you know. She introduced this to me. I didn't fall in love with it instantly. Then I went to another shop, you know, on a different day, and I tested it again and fell in love and bought it immediately. And this has been so good to me. That's very cozy, warm, sensual, you know, mask and some, you know, lactonic nuances. I love this. I utilized a full bottle like a year ago, and if you're an OG on this channel, you remember I mentioned this and, you know, wanting a replacement for it, but I couldn't find it until I found one, you know, in Ghana last year. And tell me why I went to Zimbabwe in June, you know, to see Sea Chronicles for our collaboration. And she was like, you know what, I know you love this so much. And she also had a backup bottle of this, and she said, you know what, you can have this as your third bottle. And I'm like, why not? Why not? I love it so much, I couldn't say no to it. So I have this. I've finished with the full bottle. I bought this one, and then she also gifted me like a third bottle. So I have like a lifetime of supply for Eternal Max by Paris Corner. The next fragrance, the few ones that I'm going to talk about, I don't have them here, but why did I buy 2 bottles of Weekend Berries? I currently still have my Weekend Berries, but I utilized Weekend Berries back in the day when Middle Eastern fragrances were not like a thing, you know. Nobody was really speaking about it on YouTube. I wasn't even on YouTube at that time. I just, you know, charged up on it. I went to the Makola shopping mall, you know, and it was in one of those shops. It was very affordable. It was less than like, at that time, it was less than like $5. It was less than $5 at that time. I picked it up. I absolutely fell in love. I guess ran through it like in 2 months or so. And then I remember at the beginning of my channel, I got another bottle just because I missed that fragrance, you know. So I still have my, you know, almost a full bottle of the second bottle that I bought. But the first one, already gone, like years, you know, gone. The next one I bought twice is going to be Charito Tobacco Vanille. That is like a strong, potent, you know, choking, almost like choking, suffocating fragrance. But I had to buy it twice. I bought that fragrance. I really love it. I always describe it as one of my sexiest, you know, vanilla fragrances. It gives me a sexy, you know, vibe appeal. It is sexy to me, very unisex. And of course, it is Tom Ford, you know, Tobacco Vanille. And I absolutely adore that fragrance. But Charito Tobacco Vanille is going to give you that same experience at a fraction of the price. And it's even a little more stronger. than the OG, it is like chokingly strong if you were spray, but I do. I bought that, utilized it. I was left with like a little, just a little of it, and someone, ransacked through my collection and said he liked it. I gifted it to him, and then I missed it and had to buy it again. I didn't want to live without my Charlotte Tobacco Vanille. I remember I was here in the US like 3 or 4 years ago, and that was when I got my second bottle, yeah, and I love it so much, yeah. So that is going to be my Charlotte Tobacco Vanille. The next bottle I bought twice, not because I actually love this, it's going to be Barakat Rouge, by Fragrance World. The story behind me buying Barakat Rouge for the second time was simple. Everybody was reading about Barakat Rouge. I had not sampled that. I was curious about it. I had not even sampled other, dupes, I believe. I think I only had Cloud at the time I got my Barakat Rouge, but I was curious about it. Then I chanced upon Barakat Rouge, from Fragrance World. I tried it, I actually bought a bottle. I kept it, but it was very screechy. I didn't like, how it felt on me. After using it for a while, at that time, I didn't even know anything about maceration. I was just like, okay, I don't like it. It's too harsh and abrasive and, too strong. And I gifted it to a colleague, a then work colleague. I gifted it to him. But as he wore it to work, I actually enjoyed it on him, and I had to go and buy Barakat Rouge again for the second time. Although the second time was better, I had to let it sit, and macerate and age, and I enjoyed it a bit. I still found it a bit, too, cheap smelling, and, the quality was like not at par. And I had to get rid of it, the second time, So although I bought Barakat Rouge the second time, that is a reason why, I think for a starter, if money is going to be an issue, it's good, for the price that you are paying for. Yes, why not, But I bought it twice because of that reason. The next one I bought because of the next fragrance I bought twice is going to be a niche fragrance, and that is going to be Tiziana Terenzi's Assa. I got my second bottle last year, but ask me why I went through Assa, or however you decide to pronounce it, why did I go through that bottle? Like it's a perfume, like a heavily, concentrated oil perfume. Why did I go through that in like a year? A full bottle, 100 ml. It is that good. It is my, my taste, my style of fragrance with the oud, the dark sort of it has like a plethora of notes. I call it the coat of many colors because it is gourmand, it is wood, it is oud, it is sweet, it is fruity, it is like chocolatey. It has everything you would want if you like a more complex, almost masculine but unisex, vibe of fragrance. You would love Assa. I utilized my bottle within like a year and a year and a half, and then I just found a good deal on Joma Shop last year, and then grabbed another bottle, So I still have my, almost a full bottle of Assa because I'm using it sparingly, and because I have like lots of fragrances now, I don't reach out for them, like some of these fragrances, like a lot, like I used to do when I initially got the first bottle. So my second bottle of Assa, readily available and waiting for me. And I think the last one I have here, let me check. The last one I have here is going to be a very affordable rack store perfume, and that is going to be Perry Ellis 360. That is like an easy grab and go, although quite an old school sort of vibe. I love Perry Ellis 360. And I think the first bottle I got was like a 30 ml. You can find them in 30 ml. The second one I have is also a 30 ml. It's easy to go through some of these, smaller 30 ml bottles, So I initially got through my first bottle like a couple of years ago. Was one of my, early introductions to designer, affordable designer fragrances. And I love this so much, I had to grab another bottle, And these are the 7 fragrances I readily remember grabbing second bottles. I'm not sure if I remember anything. I'll put it in the description. But these are 7 I readily remember because I love them that much, So let me know in the comment section what your experience has been with some fragrances that you needed to buy them twice or even thrice, you know, and sometimes 4-5 times for some people. And that is going to be it for today. Please do not forget to check out Irresistible Me. I still have their discount code IM-Najwa. It is live and active. Please do check them out, you know, and thank you so much for this opportunity. You know, I really appreciate, no matter how small it is. I'm not someone who, you know, I appreciate smaller things in life. You know, I really appreciate smaller things in life. So offering to, you know, pay me something is something, you know, I'm going to really appreciate it, and I'm forever going to remember you being the first brand to ever, you know, give me something, you know, in a monetary value, you know, as part of, you know, a collaboration. So thank you so much, Irresistible Hair, and thank you so much, guys, for watching this, and I hope you check them out, and I hope this video finds you well. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.